Hey, Thrand here, and I'm here with a very nice item from Medieval Shoppe. This is the Viking Norman early period tie-up lash belt. And basically what it is, it's a leather belt, and it's been split, and it allows the straps to go through and tie in a form of knot. You see in a lot of Renaissance and early period drawings. They're normally off-centered to the left, and a lot of times you'll see something that looks like a leather belt without a buckle. This is basically a design of what one of those would probably be. Why would you go without having a belt buckle? Yes, many Viking finds we find richer men or rich men who have silver, or even silver and gold, or iron belt buckles. Yes, they had them. They even had keepers and so on. But this is an actual size belt, but not having an iron belt buckle, if that's all you could afford, might be a good thing, because it could rust when you're out at sea. So Vikings, I mean, a lot of times you think that they might want something that's a little easier maintenance. This should last a lot longer because it doesn't have rivets, so it won't tear at the actual strap when you have a lot of stuff on like this. Right here, I've got my axe stuffed in. I've got my sword, which would normally be on a baldric a lot of times. I have it stuffed in the belt, which could be done as well if you didn't have a baldric. I've got my sacks on the back, and it looks very, very nice. And no matter how much stress this goes under, it's just putting stress on the actual leather itself and the straps. So that means that it would last a lot longer. It's a lot more practical. It's a lot cheaper if you couldn't afford the actual belt buckle itself, or you couldn't afford a silver one or something that wouldn't rust. It would actually be something very, very nice. And I like it because it's simple. It looks totally medieval. I can definitely see this being worn in the Viking era. And we do see drawings, like I said, depictions of belts that look exactly the same way, off-centered with the knot. A lot of people say D-rings weren't, period. This is not a D-ring. This is just a tie-up lash that's leather, and it holds fast. I mean, this is not going to come out. I can pull my axe out after I've already put it in here. I'll just drop that over to one side, pull this out. And when I put it on, it's staying just as taut as it did when I started the entire thing. So it hasn't loosened. I think it's a good belt. I would definitely wear this at reenactment events. And it would actually be an interesting piece to be able to talk to people about it, explain to them that this is probably a more period belt than some belts that a lot of people are wearing at events. And you could be the first person at your event to be out there wearing one of these, and somebody else doesn't already have one. And I think they would actually enjoy it, because the look is just, I mean, I think it's spectacular. I'm going to start wearing this belt to events. Oh, another thing I'll bring up, I don't know how many people are in the SCA, but they have red belts for knights. I don't think the color would be mistaken as that. I really don't. I mean, it's not really a big flamboyant belt, and it is a leather color that's brown that doesn't quite seem red. It seems like a brown, so that's a good selling point too if you're in the SCA and don't want to accidentally have somebody say you can't wear it because you're not a squire. Because the squires wear these, knights wear white. You don't want to wear something that looks red, so it doesn't necessarily look red. But anyway, I think it's a very good belt. You can check this out over at Medieval Shoppe, and hope you enjoyed our little episode talking about the lash belt, the lash tie belt from Medieval Shoppe. Or belt.